So you know that perfume nerds are taking over the world when Zara starts collaborating with famous perfumers that really only perfume nerds know about. And so I bring this up because today I'm talking about this perfume right here. This is Vapeur Blanche, and the perfumer behind this is Olivia Giacobetti. And Zara recently came out with a line of perfumes by this perfumer. So Olivia Giacobetti is the perfumer behind Philosykos by Diptyque. She's done a few perfumes for L'Artisan Parfumeur, which is one of my favorite perfume brands. And she's also done Idole by Lubin, which is a great perfume. I've sampled that as well. So she really is a well-known and well-respected perfumer. She, really rose to fame in the 90s in this like indie perfume space. And so her perfume line for Zara is called A Perfume by Olivia Giacobetti. And like I said, this one's called Vapeur Blanche. You can buy these fragrances in a 100 ml bottle or in a 15 ml travel size. And the travel size also come in a beautiful glass bottle that is frosted on top and clear at the bottom. Vapeur Blanche is $45, so it's $45 for this size, and they actually came out with this gorgeous set that had like a full-size bottle and then 3 of the travel sizes from the collection, and that one I think sold out immediately because I couldn't buy it here. These perfumes are marketed to men, so if you're looking for them in your Zara store, you might have to go up into the men's section and see if they are there. I couldn't find any of them at my local Zara. I don't know if they just haven't arrived yet or that they actually don't have them, but they didn't have any of them there, and they didn't have them in the women's section either. So I did have to blind buy my bottle, which is okay because $45 isn't something that's going to break the bank, but I would have liked to smell all of them and then choose from all of them, like have a choice of which one I ordered. I just kind of went off the notes that I saw for all of them, and someone described Vapeur Blanche as like a spa perfume, and I was just like in this mood and I was like, good enough for me, I'll buy it. And so I ordered it immediately. Okay, so, I'll show you the presentation. I have the box for Vapeur Blanche right here. This is kind of a flimsy cardboard box. You can see mine is quite beat up, and this is how it arrived. It did have an outer sleeve, but it was kind of glued to the box, so I had to rip it off. I couldn't slide it off. So maybe not like the nicest packaging in the world. I'll just remind you what the leather Jardin box looked like. This is the leather Jardin box, and it is really, really pretty. And this is the leather Jardin bottle, which is, a little bit more luxurious, right? The box opens up and came with a little insert. It is like a heavier cardboard, quite durable. So this is just, nicer presentation for sure. And I feel like this Olivia Giacobetti collection maybe doesn't have like the nicest outer packaging, especially if you're that type of person. I definitely am, where you like to keep the box. This box is kind of not great, but that's okay. It's completely recyclable, so I like that. And I'm really not going to be looking at the box. I'm really mostly going to be looking at the perfume bottle. So I did notice that on the back of the box, they have the ingredients. They said that this perfume is in the woody aromatic olfactive family, and the ingredients are eucalyptus, steam, cedarwood, and musk. And those actually are the things that you smell when you spray Vapeur Blanche. Now, this is a very easy to wear perfume. The eucalyptus is really fresh, minty, camphoric. The steam is more in the background. It does have a musk in it as well, but it's not necessarily a laundry musk. It's more like a cozy musk. It really reminds me of the musk that's in Dior Bois d'Argent, which is maybe one of my favorite perfumes. And I find that I become anosmic to the musk in that scent if I wear it a lot. But if I only revisit it every now and then, I'm not as anosmic to it. And I can find myself catching whiffs of that same type of musk in Vapeur Blanche. And I find it to be so addictive and really, really easy to wear. Now, after you spray it and that minty eucalyptus note kind of dissipates, there is a cucumber note in this as well, and I could really notice the cucumber when I sprayed this on my skin. That is when the cucumber came out. It's almost overpowered by the eucalyptus. The eucalyptus is just so refreshing, and it's almost overpowered, but you can still smell it, and it does go really nicely together because they're both cooling notes. They're cooling perfume notes that are very calming, they're very refreshing, and because they're paired together, yes, this perfume does remind me of going into a really quiet high-end spa, and I really, really enjoy wearing it for that. Now, the overall feel, I think, is like you're walking into a mist, like a cold mist. It's almost like you're walking in a cloud. You know those days that you have that are really foggy and there's a chill in the air, and you walk outside and it's almost like you can get lost in a cloud, just a cloud, like a cloud of vapor. That's what wearing this perfume feels like. It feels like you're oblivious to everything else and you are enwrapped in this cloud, and it feels so good. It's so meditative, it's so calm, it's so refreshing at the same time because you can just be in your own thoughts, and that's really important. It's nice to be able to be meditative and calm and refreshed and benefit from all of that. I will add that the lasting power for this perfume is not great. You might be able to smell it for 3, maybe 4 hours. Sillage is not very overpowering either. I don't really think that people can smell this on me at all. Even when I wore this to Thanksgiving dinner and I sprayed it in my hair, I sprayed it on my wrists, I sprayed it everywhere, and I don't think anyone could smell it. I couldn't even smell it because there were so many other scents in the air. That might deter some people from getting this, but I think that kind of fragrance lends itself to certain situations. So if you're looking for a gym scent that you want to be refreshed with, but you don't want it to necessarily be smelled by everybody else, this would be a great option. If you work or have to be in an environment where wearing fragrance is not necessarily approved or appreciated, maybe this would be good because chances are that if you commute to work or by the time you get there, people aren't really going to be able to smell it. If you just are going to be in a situation where you don't know if fragrance is right and you don't want to wear anything that's too heavy, you just want to wear something for yourself, again, this is a great option for that kind of situation. And I find myself just in the habit of spraying something, like even if I'm not going to wear fragrance during the day, I just kind of want to spray myself with something. This would be good for that, because I like it. I like that there's a musk that sits really close to the skin, but I also know that it's not something that everybody's going to smell, and it's not something that's going to last the whole day. So then later on, if I am in the mood to wear something a little bit heavier or bigger, then I can definitely do that. And so I can start my day with this and then maybe move to something else when I want to. Is it a masculine perfume? Is it a feminine perfume? I think anyone could really wear this. I don't know why it's in the men's section, maybe because the packaging is so blocky, but I definitely enjoy wearing it. And I think if you're looking for a Zen spa-like perfume and a Zen spa-like experience, then this is going to give you that no matter how you identify or where you are. If you like minty perfumes, but for whatever reason you're not intrigued by Vapeur Blanche, maybe you don't like Zara, maybe you don't want such a huge bottle, maybe you don't like that it doesn't last a very long time, because it really doesn't. It doesn't really have sillage. It doesn't really have like a presence. You could try other mint perfumes. One that I've tried quite recently is Heeley's Menthe Fraiche. This is a sample from Lucky Scent, and this is really a mint-forward perfume. It really has mint as a top note as opposed to the eucalyptus that's in Vapeur Blanche. So if you really don't like the Vicks Vapor Rub, then maybe have this one in your arsenal instead. The other really minty perfume that I love wearing is Geranium pour Monsieur by Frederic Malle, and I got this travel size in a swap actually. And I kind of didn't wear it for a long time because I hadn't heard anything about it, and it had Pour Monsieur in the name, so I thought I was getting like a fougere or just like maybe a barbershop scent, like something really, really masculine. And then I wore it and I was so, so pleasantly surprised. Now, this does smell like toothpaste, and I kind of love it for that. So apparently, Dominique Ropion was trying to capture the scent of his dad in the morning when he, kissed him goodbye as he went off to work. And his dad used this herbal minty mouthwash, and so he wanted to recreate that scent and that feeling, and I think he did a great job. I mean, without smelling the mouthwash, I think it's interesting to take that idea and then put it into a perfume that's actually quite wearable. So yes, it does smell like toothpaste, but it's got a richness and texture also. And honestly, like, it's almost not even fair to suggest this or compare it to Vapeur Blanche because we're looking at two completely different price points. A full bottle of Geranium pour Monsieur is like, $400 at least. And not everybody can afford that. I know these travel sizes go for like $100 or somewhere around there. So it's not the most affordable perfume. And like I said, Vapeur Blanche in Canada is about $45. So way more affordable. But, this doesn't have the richness and texture that you might be looking for in a perfume. It is very simplistic. It is very spa-like. I find the musk in this so addictive because I like how cozy it turns, even though the perfume starts really fresh and minty and awakening. I like that it turns into something else, but you kind of have to wait for that, and you kind of have to spray enough of it on that you're going to smell that on yourself throughout the day. Geranium pour Monsieur, like I said, is way more expensive, and so yeah, for that amount of money, hopefully you are getting something that's rich and textured. But I don't think that this Geranium pour Monsieur gives me the same feeling of being in this like meditative, calming environment, that it doesn't have that spa-like feel that Vapeur Blanche has. And so for that reason, I think that, Vapeur Blanche definitely has a place in my perfume collection, and that's why I've been enjoying wearing it. It really just is like a chill out kind of perfume and really, really fun to wear. Let me know if you have smelled this or you've smelled anything from this line. Again, the line is called A Perfume by Olivia Giacobetti. You can see that the text on my bottle is kind of scratched up and fading. It was actually like that when I got it. But that's okay. I don't really mind. These bottles are quite beautiful. Maybe not as lovely as the leather Jardin bottle, but still nice anyways. That's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you try this, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!